Welcome to the Dressing Room Podcast with Riggs and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon. You can screenshot this. I think Spurs win the game.
What? Get your ass back in goal, yeah? This ain't the Champions League final.
You ain't on their next pre-season tour.
Let's start with a title race. 9 points. They've got a game in hand. Is it over?
It's over.
Well, it ain't over, but it is, innit? It feels like it is.
Mate,
it does.
Lenny Kravitz.
Everything's going for
I thought Everton were going to get something, you know.
Yeah,
thought they were going to get something.
Do you know what? I was doing the West Ham Man City game, so we're in the tunnel, and Man City players are behind me, and I think they just scored. And I've been in that situation, so they asked me on telly where we was waiting on a result, going out to play a big game, and it does deflate you because you're thinking, oh, if they don't win, we're in it. So
there's just more pressure, isn't there? And I don't think some fans might, but it's like when you're up there and that's going on, or even if you're down the bottom, it can affect. It doesn't affect all players, but definitely affects some.
Yeah.
Oh, what players are in the tunnel?
Well, they all were. Do you know?
Could you feel the vibes?
Do you know what I really find eerie about tunnels now? They're all quiet. I think young people in general are more quiet than we were and chatty. The goalkeepers were quite chatty. Donnarumma is an absolute giant, by the way. He's like...
You tower over me?
Yeah, mate, he's massive. They all are. There's Bettinelli, Donnarumma...
Could have done with another inch for that corner, couldn't he?
Yeah, I know. What was he doing, mate? For someone so big, like, he clambered it, didn't he? They all there, but I don't know whether that was just because they'd just heard that that Arsenal had won the game, or whether, but I think that's across the board in tunnels. Remember, I think the tunnels were always bustly and shouty. Remember when we started?
Too cool for school nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got like they're more about aura.
Yeah.
You know
Aura.
what I mean? Aura. It's like
it's plenty of aura.
They got aura. So
Yeah.
It depends on the personality. Do you know what I mean? I think I was quite quiet in the tunnel, but there would always be half of you that'd be quite loud.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Getting you G'd up.
Talk about tunnels. It's Danny Shitto in the tunnel. Have you ever been across? You come across Danny Shitto in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's not, mate. He intimidates you.
Yeah.
Have you not been in? Oh, mate.
I can remember.
You've never heard about it?
No.
Mate, he's doing all sorts in the tunnel. He's trying to get under your skin. He'll call your name out. Hey, Bridgie! And then, mate.
What, say what?
Just trying to intimidate. He says, you ain't got enough. You haven't got enough. And then when you're playing against him, when you're on the pitch, so obviously he's a defender, I was a striker.
He wouldn't say it to
We'll
me.
be running towards the corner
Well, you saying that he said it to Coley because he thought he could intimidate him?
No, not just me. He does it to everyone.
He didn't do it to me, mate.
He probably respects you.
No, because he's directly up against you. He's trying to psych you out.
Bellamy was like that.
All you can do is all you can hear is him in the tunnel trying to jeer on his teammates and then on the pitch as well. Like when you're running for a ball, he's hunting you down. You know he's massive, isn't he?
You could hear him.
You could hear him, and then he goes, "What you got for me? What you got?" I can hear it on the pit. I'm like, bro, it's not five-a-side down at the pit. This is like proper. You need to get in, and then it just puts you off.
Yeah.
It puts you off. That's what he's mind games, man. Mind games.
Bellamy was like that.
Bellamy was like that.
Especially if you're playing against him and he's ruining one of your teammates, and you're just like, oh my God.
Mate, imagine.
And he's killing them, mate.
That was my teammate, and he was killing me. Carlton, sort your touch out. How have you made it?
That's what Bellamy is exactly the same.
How have you made it? Oh my gosh. But yeah, moving on. But yeah, the tunnels are quite eerie, I would say, because are they as confident as we were? Or, I don't know.
That's confident. Listen, just because you're shouting and hollering, don't mean you're confident.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. Sometimes they're quite. Remember, always be careful of the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? I'm going back to I knew that I had no chance of intimidating anyone. Do you know what I mean? So
I know what you mean.
I used to,
So you were intimidating them on the pitch, don't worry about that.
My reverse psychology would be, right, if I was playing against what I thought was a psycho, Like and although he's a lovely man, but on the pitch he was a psycho. Ben Thatcher, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
And I was against him.
You'd be double nice to him, wouldn't you?
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm the same as you. I'd rather just be nice to him.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't want to row, mate.
But
What's
why?
the point? Just makes your game harder.
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
keep
It
them nice and
doesn't.
sweet.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So I used to I was listening.
Keep him
I used to try and keep him nice and sweet.
You come, mate.
Listen,
Become friends.
We'll beer after the game, mate. See you in the players' lounge.
because once you step over the line, I was a little. I'd do anything to win, but I always thought that as a little bit. Let me try and befriend them a little bit.
Yeah, give him a full sense of
I
security.
don't know whether they used to kick lumps out of us, so it didn't really work. But here we go.
Should've
We
changed
move
your
on.
tactic.
We move on. Anyway, tunnels, Arsenal.
Yeah, they've won it. They've got the luck, man.
Yeah.
Rubber
Do
the
you know
green.
what? It felt like Everton might get something, and like when you're up there and they grinded it out a little bit, I'd sort of say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think when you're doing that, and then Man City slipping up, it feels like it's done.
Yeah.
I can't see him dropping that many points.
It's
No.
9 points.
Can't see him
No,
dropping
I
that
can't.
many.
Well,
Even if
well-
City beat them, was it 6 points? It's still
Yeah.
to drop that.
So
Is
they
it
win the
six?
game in hand is 6 points. If City beats them, it's 3 points. But City,
yeah.
you've got to beat them. I
Yeah.
can't see City beating them.
I can't see City beating them either.
Do you know what I mean?
Their defence is too solid, man.
Yeah.
know.
Wow. Listen, I mean, one player I want to talk to you about,
Dowman.
Max Dowman.
What a
He's the
player.
Premier League's youngest ever goal scorer. He still ain't done his GCSEs. He's the same age as my daughter. Do you know what I mean? She's getting ready for her GCSEs, and he's, amazing, amazing player. I mean, what? Coley, you've been in and around youth football, so you've probably seen him the most out of all of us.
Yeah.
What has he got that stands out amongst all the other fantastic young
He's
players?
just some players have just got. They just got it. You was one of them. Do you know what I mean? You was one of them. You just got it at a young age.
And you had all the-
balance, skill, imagination, directness. He's
Yeah,
direct.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not scared to take on his player. And you look at him, you just think, that's a man that's playing without
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
playing without no fear.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
fear is a massive factor.
Yeah.
Because you can have all those attributes, but not assert yourself because you think, I'm inferior to everyone else. He's not thinking like that. He's
Yeah.
thinking, I probably am the best on this pitch.
Yeah.
That's the type of imagination he's running with.
Yeah, and bearing in mind, sorry, Bridget,
Go on.
he's 16, right? Someone said there's a picture of him signing for Arsenal at 4.
Yeah, no, it's not. So
He got scouted
You got
at 4.
scouted at 4. You got scouted at 4, and it was quite. And this is why I know he's from a humble background.
Yeah, yeah.
Because his parents have got a massive. You got to give them credit to
Yeah.
keeping him on the straight and narrow, not letting his head get in the crowd in the clouds. But he's like, they've kind of got this picture, and when he signed for Arsenal, I think it was his scholar or whatever it was. They made sure to invite his scout that scouted him and helped him and nurture him on the way and found him, and it just shows you that parents have a massive part to play in keeping a young wonder kid's feet on the ground.
Yeah, it's a good point. That it's a good point
Because they don't get enough credit, parents as well, you know.
Yeah,
because they do. Sometimes it can hamper the kid because they think, oh no, he should be getting this, he should be getting that. Where's? Give me a car, give me a house.
Yeah.
Just make it all about football and the kid,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters.
You can liken that to you though, because obviously you had loads of hype around you, and you had from what I see, you had great parents around you, like great mum, mum and dad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like mum and dad, and I mean, I talked about it in the book and that, and because it's a very different time, Bridgie, right? So Max Dowman come out, he scored the goal. He just released a statement on the press. The whole world's media would have wanted to speak to him, but Arsenal, they're keeping him behind. I was reading that he, obviously with him being seen as a child with the protection thing, he can't even change, safeguarding, he can't change with his teams. He can only come in for the team talk. He's very much looked after and nurtured. When I did it back in the day, when we grew up.
Do you not think that feels weird for him?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but like that's all they know, Bridges. You know what I mean? Like I was 15 training with the first team, and there was, it was just a different time, and you just go in, you would see once you step on that pitch, whatever your age, you're a man. You're treated like a man.
Were you nervous or not?
When I made my debut,
No, when you were
Started
nervous
training.
when you started training with the first team or not?
Mixing in
for
Did
about
you-
the first, and I said this the other day. Up until I went on the pitch, I was nervous. As soon as the ball come out, I could just shut everything off and just play. And that was most of my career. That until I got injuries, when I started to lose faith in my body, the pitch was my safe place. But around the pitch at West Ham, when I was coming through, no one had an understanding of what a young man was going through. So I was just thrown to, the media was just, and nobody knew that. I don't blame anyone. That was just how it was back then. It was just like, I was like 17 walking through. I had to do all of the media, everything. I didn't want to do it. I was a shy kid. But I think, and little things like my mum and dad, I love and wouldn't change anything for the world. And all they wanted to do was me to be happy. And they knew I was happy playing football. So that was it. But my mum and dad was actually encouraging me to go, and they wanted me to be a kid as first. So when I was 17 and playing in the first team, I think nowadays, I would imagine Max Dowman and his right to do this, his parents would be like, right, you're not going to be going out gallivanting around. We're going to make sure you could do that when you're 35, and that's the right idea. But my mum and dad was like, oh no, you still need to be a kid. You need to go out with your mates, go and do that. So I wouldn't
You had
change
good
it.
mates around you as well.
I had good mates around me, but we still probably didn't live the life of how we all should have done. Like Max Dowman, he's going to be more like James Milner and Jordan Henderson, and that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it was just a different
Depends if
time.
he ends up being a cannon or not.
I
Because he's still got a personality to develop. Do you know what I mean? He might be a cannon. You don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know what's
but
his left.
times have changed.
Might be
so
one of
much
us.
now.
He might be one of us. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
know.
mean?
I know.
He might want to enjoy himself.
He won't have time, mate, at Arsenal. They've got
know.
too many games.
Exactly. I know.
That's true.
But listen, I think he's just a joy to watch. I watch him,
He
and
looks like he ain't phased by anything.
this is my sign of a good footballer, right? When I watch Arsenal now, I know he hasn't started many games, has he? And I'll look for the bench. If he's like so many games on telly, I might be like, I'll watch the last 30 minutes in case he comes on, because he's so good to watch, isn't he?
Yeah. He's Messi-esque.
Messi, yeah. Mate, listen, you don't
Balance. The balance. I saw a few bits with the
Yeah.
ball at his feet, and the way he just changed it up, mate.
Yeah.
Did you see? Who was the defender that flew past him? It's like,
Yeah, I know.
What was he doing?
I don't know, man.
He just looked desperate, and then he had to put his hands on his head like that. And says, "What have I done? I just got roasted."
I know.
He got left.
I think that goal is going to be not just a moment for Max Dowman, but I think that's a moment for Arsenal Football Club and for football, because of the way the goal was, where he's run the length of the pitch, and like you knew he was going to score it as soon as he went past the last defender, and then the whole stadium's like, and it's this kid.
Coley.
Yeah, it was the only time I've probably been
Coley.
happy for Arsenal. Well, I wasn't happy for Arsenal. I was just
No,
happy
just
for him.
for
I
happy
think.
for him.
Happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you have to bring him on? Because you got to understand.
You could have not be happy for him. Could you?
Look. Everton fans must have been like, how have we just got undone by a little 16-year-old
Yeah, I know.
near the end of the game?
I know.
Because he done well, putting the first ball.
That's a
setter.
great ball.
It's a great ball. Like, how does he even know to put it there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For one, yeah. Secondly, then he gets that. Obviously, when there was on the counter attack, I was thinking, Pickford, don't go up. I was thinking in my head, I was like, why are you going up for? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do you need to go up
Yeah.
anyway? What are they searching for? Why does he
Yeah.
want to go?
Yeah.
Did they want Arsenal not to win the league that much?
I was quite happy he
At
went
this
up,
stage
so
of
I was
the
hoping
season-
they
Might
were
listen
going
to this
get goals.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, but what's he doing there? Pickford.
I know.
It's not like
He was
in
trying
a-
to make amends for the first goal, I reckon.
Yeah.
But that's
he
just
came-
selfish. There's no need for it. Like,
No, mate, they're losing.
I don't know, Coley. I
Okay,
quite
think-
like. I like.
I
Coley.
don't see
I don't-
Army keeper going up.
Yeah.
got keeper going up at this stage of the season, and you're safe. Like, it's not like you've got
Yeah.
anything to go for. What are they
know.
going for?
Well,
What are they going for?
I don't
Point.
know, man.
Going for
Yeah,
a
I'm
point,
going for
mate.
a point, man. Just
Mate, well,
Nothing more exciting.
I'll tell you, I'm going to make a point, yeah?
Go on, you make
Get
a
your
point.
ass back in goal, yeah? This ain't the Champions League final. No, he's trying to get the... What happened with Mourinho the other day?
Yeah.
That was the time to do it, because that was like desperation.
Yeah.
There's no need for it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They're not getting relegated. Why are you up there?
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
advice for Max Dowman.
Mate, I ain't going to give him no advice. Keep on doing what you're doing, son.
I think
getting there.
you keep on doing what you're doing, mate.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's fazed by anything.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk about young players that come along where you put too much pressure on them.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because he's
Arsenal have
great
to
his own
manage it.
pressure because of how good he is. It's just not paying attention to all the outside, like them comparing him to so and so. And maybe there's a job for Arsenal to make sure he's looked after a little bit, but he's going to want to be playing, isn't he?
Yeah, God. And people are going to want to watch him play as well. So you're like, there we go.
Arsenal just got to look after him. And they've got a history of looking after good young players.
Yeah.
So their academy with
it's-
Hayland has done really
One game
well.
at a time.
Yeah,
Like-
because you got... Well, he's the new star boy now.
But there's
the new star boy.
No matter who you are, if you kind of, in Mika's word, burst onto the scene, like there's going to be hype around you at some stage, and
It's gonna
it
come
comes
anyway.
comes with football. And I'm like you said, if he's got a good family around him, he's grounded, he'll be fine.
Right, we talked about the top of the table. Let's go down to the relegation battle. I'm just looking at this. Leeds, West Ham Forest and Spurs all picked up a point. So it's as you were. But the one that stands out, mate, the coupon buster. Spurs at Liverpool with all of their injuries.
My mate went to me, "Can you wax lyrically that we're going to stay up?" I was like, "Mate, I can't."
Mate.
But I said to him before the game, I said, "You know, if you got more players out, I said you'll end up getting a result.
Yeah.
You'll end up getting a result, mate."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's like, what does he do if he gets players back?
Yeah, look, those two up front, Solanke and Richarlison, massive
Yeah.
for them. You can see it just changed the dynamic of the team. They went more direct. When you got 2 Buffaloes up
Bosh.
front,
Two buffs, double buffs.
2 Buffaloes up front,
Stampeding.
you can stampede through the defences. I saw Van Dijk. He looks on the ones and twos.
Did he?
Oh, mate, he looked worried because they just kept on applying pressure on him. And the thing about it,
They're two forwards that apply pressure
there's
as
not
well.
a lot of physical presence nowadays in the Premier League up front
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
When you got 2,
Yeah.
he had to worry about 2 boys just always hustling and bustling and
Yeah.
giving him a hard time. So it was a massive turnaround for them, and I think like Igor Tudor must have thought, "Do you know what, I'm going old school here,
Yeah.
away from home, get these 2 boys on the pitch, and and cause some havoc."
Yeah, there was definitely some havoc. Like you said, like 4-4-2, 2 centre forwards.
Yeah, and also the centre halves. They're not their regular centre halves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think Van der Ven wasn't obviously.
Van Ben and Romero both out.
They play better.
Yeah.
So less of the ego.
Yeah.
Let's get back to scrapping because that's what we're in. We're in a dogfight here, and that was the attitude I expect from a struggling side that's trying to survive.
Having the changes, it could change that whole team mentally because
It's not always about the best player.
we don't actually know what's going on,
Yeah.
do we? But when you look at it, you think it doesn't seem right here. Whether they're playing in fear or they're just not all getting on or they're not understanding the jobs they're given.
A question for you then: Did that look like the first time Spurs have realised and woken up that they're in a relegation battle and they're gonna have to play a certain type of way?
No, I don't think it is. I just think egos have driven it, you know. And I think, you know, like the centre halves, as I was saying, I've pointed the Van der Ven thing out before, weeks ago. But I just don't think his attitude's right.
Yeah.
You might
And
have
that's-
players going, "This is my chance here."
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get the others back who it just
That's it.
You know that, and maybe it's not right up there.
You picked up something though. As much as I said, Richarlison should have played last week. I
Yeah,
think I
you
said
did
on
as
this
well,
show
yeah.
because he is.
Fighter.
He's a fighter. He's been in relegation battles
Always
with
does it
Watford and Everton. He knows this is his
Territory.
He knows what's going on, right? He's a
surveilled this-
scrapper,
yeah, he's a surveillance,
right? You know,
yeah.
he's one of them. He'll score a goal, get booked, get sent off.
understands
like,
it.
But
He understands it.
And also, you picked out a quote from him, which was what did he say after the game, or was it like he's playing?
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
said he's playing.
So basically, so he came out obviously after the game, got interviewed, and he's basically saying that he's trying to get back into the Brazil squad.
Right,
And he needs to be playing games and he needs to get fit. But for me, I'm like, scrap all that, mate. You need to stay up. What are you looking? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a mad thing to
maybe
think about.
English is not his first language, so
Yeah.
I gave him a bly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
really and truly, he needs to figure it out. What are you doing? Are you playing for that badge, or are you playing to get into the Brazil squad?
Yeah,
To go to the World Cup,
mate.
But whatever it is, keep on playing like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Spurs, unbelievable point. West Ham,
Unbelievable point.
unbelievable point. I was not expecting that.
No.
He
was. You said they were going to get a result the other week. I'm sure you did.
You did.
He did say it.
Big yourself
well
up
done.
there.
Carlton's always
Yeah,
right.
yeah, like that.
I know my people, man. I know when we
But
stand up.
what made you think that West Ham could get a draw against Man City? What have you seen? Because I've got a few things I want to ask you about.
I just know that there's unity at the club at the moment, and this would have been a great scalp.
Yeah.
Because we was on the rise anyway. And I just knew if we was just organised and played to our ability, and plus on top of that, because the kick-off as well.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal kicked off earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
West Ham were later. If Arsenal have gone and won that, it puts big pressure on Man City. I just don't think right now Man City's got that X factor. Do you know what I mean? Or the luck that Arsenal have. Because they used to have that. But I think it's transferred to Arsenal at the moment. So I was always like, when we do get unlucky, West Ham, it's always because the other team got lucky.
What did you're a Man City, ex-Man City player, G. What did you make of Haaland in that game? Because coming up against the three centre halves, he couldn't.
In my opinion, with City, I think it's not easy. We know how good they are, but the way teams set up against them, they can be very hard to break down. If teams defend well, it's not easy. They close off gaps and stuff like that. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. Obviously, the mistake by Donnarumma killed him a little bit with the goal, but I don't think the way the game is at the moment, they're never as open as what they used to be. I don't think.
It's fine margins, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
very fine margins.
And it depends how you take
And if you've got
advantage of those fine margins. And sometimes it's luck.
Someone fighting relegation. It's,
scrapping.
like, I remember seeing them last year at Southampton, and Southampton were down, but they wanted a point to not be the lowest scoring team ever. Mate, I don't think the ball left Southampton's third. Maybe once or twice. It was literally all, and they just had everyone like lined up, working hard, and ended up getting a 0-0 result. Yeah,
I tell you, it was brilliant. All three centre halves were brilliant, but Mavropanos.
Oh mate, he lifted his game. He used to play for Arsenal.
Yeah, mate.
He had something in that, I think.
He was putting his body on the line, like
no other.
Like no other, mate. Prime.
Todibo was really good.
Todibo was good. He's come back in, and I'm glad he's come back in. I think. And you need to get a bit of luck, right? Obviously, you've lost your best player, arguably, Somerville. So he's injured. And I think Nuno, if he was fit, would have gone back four. Same thing, because everything's going, and just a bit of momentum. And I think Man City would have probably won the game. But he's out. And then it's made Nuno think, right, I'm not going to go like for like. I'm going to bring an extra centre-half in. And they marshalled Haaland better. Because what Haaland does is, I was watching him really closely, he picks up space. He runs away from the ball. There's this overload on the right. He gets in behind the middle centre half, right?
On the shoulder.
So if it's two centre halves, he gets behind the furthest centre half away. So then you've got two centre halves thinking, where is he? Where is he? Panicking. There's like four bodies over there. Like, so although people say he's not affecting the game, I'm watching him. He's affecting. But the three of them, the communication. And that's credit to Nuno and the coaches, Potsy, Robbo and all that.
Coach.
Do you know what I mean? Like they looked so good.
Organised.
But listen, Haaland, as good as he was, he had two half sniffs and he nearly scored. The keeper pulled off a great serve.
Brilliant. How good has he been, by the way? So that's another one. You're only as good as your keepers. So now, I think, go back to Spurs. Vicario has been dodgy all season, right?
Yeah.
And passing out from the back. And then like losing the ball and then they concede a goal. When you got your keeper and Herman's had to come in, he's coming in late doors as well. Because it had been Areola for quite a while. he's come in and does a great job. And we was talking about his height. He's not domineering in the box, mate. He's coming out. He looks like he's got confidence. He's coming out for crosses now, and he's doing really well. So when you got that unit at the back that's working, that's a great base to build from. And I think Nuno's done superbly to get them confident first, and then you can start going forward. I think the two boys up front, Tati, and the other lad, Pablo.
Grafters.
Great lads.
Grafters.
But great lads.
Yeah.
Like, and they want to work. They might not get the goals that everyone's expecting them to get as strikers, but that's not what they're there for. They're there to graft and create space and shut down the defence. So I really think, because now he's got that base from the back, now you can start thinking, you can build upon that. Yeah. And then all you need is a Somerville or a Bowen or someone to come up with some gold. Mavropanos was the one that was in the firing line and got the goal off the crossbar, called a kick. But I think there's a lot to build from there now, and the confidence of those boys are going to be through the roof because you just got a point out of Man City.
Yeah. Good. Before we move on quickly from the relegation stuff, just like we like to, we're open to put our own things into our own pod, right? And I was a little bit annoyed with Igor Tudor as well. There was a bit of Baldism. There was a bit of Baldism. He thought
bang out of order, really.
There was another bald geezer. He thought he was on his slot.
He would have come to you with your freshly.
Just like making out. They all look the same. Them bald men. They all look the same.
He would have come to you.
I've had that done to me before,
Is it?
Yeah, I've had they've seen the back of the head, and it's all the same, and it's just bald, right?
Is it? Light bulb head.
No, mate. So he's thinking the assistant was on a slot because they had the same.
But you used to get Maresca'd off.
I got Maresca'd off at Stamford Bridge.
You didn't you?
Yeah, because I used to drive past and come at me, and then the fans come, Enzo. No. So I felt for that geezer. I felt for him. And Igor's one of us as well, isn't he? Like he
should know better.
He should know better, man.
He went straight to the firing line. They just said, that's him.
Confirm, man. Confirm. Anyway, listen, I like to throw my own.
But you got something out of the game anyway, so.
Yeah, but I'm pleased for Big Igor because there were people calling him Igor Trapdoor. Football's cruel, isn't it?
You get nicknames off real quick.
Do you know what? One day, I hope if I'm a manager one day, and it ain't going well, there'll be some. I like to think I'll be able to keep my sense of humour about things if I get called something like that.
Well, when you say that, yeah.
You got to, yeah.
You got to keep yourself.
Oh, you have to.
Of course, you have to.
Wait, Leo Messina's one. Between this guy.
Yeah. But Liam's a good lad, and
he laughed it off though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He laughed it off.
You need to, because it's all like fun and games and nonsense. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters
is the result.
On the pitch, and that's it. You mentioned Liam there. Chelsea, terrible result at home, but it just when it's one of them, it never rains, it pours like. That we need to first talk about one of the strangest things I've seen on a football pitch for a long time. And again, it's sort of irrelevant, but you have to talk about it because the huddle, what's happened?
Mate,
what's happened?
Weird.
Why? Paul Tierney, the referee, just in the middle.
That looks strange.
Cole Palmer looking at him was making me. I was pissing myself. And he was like,
"What's going on here?"
Because he's like going.
Are you not going to move? He was doing the right thing. I want to hear what Bridgie's got to say about this.
This is one.
Do you know what? If say I've walked in the pub and you both sat down and you asked me and I jump in 2 foot and I'm just going, mate, it's just pathetic, all of it.
Yeah,
the huddle, the ref, the whole lot.
The huddle? What's
break it down. You can't just. I want you to break it down.
Just do it in your own half. Don't.
Whereabouts?
That's me jumping in 2 foot and not really thinking about it. Okay, the ref, I'm just he reminds me of a bouncer at a nightclub. He just don't want to let you in.
Not today,
he's on a power trip.
Not tonight, son.
I'm just like, mate, just move out the way.
Yeah.
And I just.
So they're both at it.
I'm just all of it, mate. I'm just all of it. I'm just go and do it in your own half. Like if you want to do it around the ball, then just get a ball and just do it around the ball.
Like what the ball there's going to start with.
Right, so can I give you some perspective? Can I give you some perspective? Right, so Liam Rosini said it's the lads, the leadership group that's doing it, and what they're doing is they want to get around the ball and respect the ball, pay respect to the ball, and So that's coming from the Chelsea camp. That's what they're doing. The lads are doing it. Like, it is what it is, right?
So
Paul Tierney's going, nah, this is my ball.
And
I'm in charge.
I run things around here.
I'm going over.
I
it's
run
my
things
ball.
around here. Like, so they've got. That's where the rubbers hit the road.
Oh,
And I just-
you know.
Why don't they just do it to the side of him?
If I'm the ref, I just move out of the way. Just
Yeah.
let them do it.
Like, they wanna do it around the ball.
the opposing team ain't got a problem. Just let them do it.
Or why don't they do it earlier?
But I'm also like, if you're Chelsea and you're going to do it, you've got to be winning games. And you've got to
Yeah.
be playing well. I just think it looks, for me, it just looks a little bit like...
That is an odd thing to see.
Yeah.
I think you're half putting a little
Do you-
bit more pressure on
Yeah,
yourself,
I
if I'm totally honest.
We used to do the huddle at Chelsea, didn't we? Remember before the
Yeah, I
game?
don't mind doing that. Yeah,
I think we talked about this guy. I think for people who know.
We all had to take turns to do a speech every now and again, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving on.
We-
Go on then, say it. I know you would say
Oh,
it.
do you do
I
the
know you
short
would. I know
ver-
you to know.
Basically,
you do it, right?
the short version of it is you basically get in a huddle, and we'd all. I've done.
The
one
gaffer will
before.
come up to you.
The gaffer say, "Right, you're doing a team talk." And
When would he come
and-
up? I got mine the night before.
And we're all in the huddle.
You've had too much time to think
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
what happened.
I
yeah,
didn't.
too much time to think that. You just got to go basic.
Yeah.
And Carlton has literally started, but like nothing came out. So we're all just, so in the end, someone had to take over
choked.
and do it for him. He just choked. It was like Eminem off 8 Mile.
I
He
remember
was-
exactly. I don't know what I'm saying,
no.
man. Oh, no, man. All
It
right.
was so bad.
It was brilliant.
It was the most
though. It was
embarrassing
brilliant.
thing.
No,
I've
but it's
ever-
good. It's good.
It wasn't good.
It was funny.
Listen, you're
Good to
talking
talk
for a
about,
living now.
innit?
You're
Yeah.
talking for a living
The
now.
way I was sweating, yeah, like, and I had to. The run up was just too long.
Yeah.
Because I got told the
I
night
just
before,
went-
so I'm there in my bed. I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm thinking about my speech. And I wasn't even started.
I just think you're overthinking it. You got to go
I
basic.
was like, I haven't come in for this. I want to play football.
It's not like you're telling everyone what they've got to do. You just got to G them up a little bit.
Yeah, but look, I weren't that guy back then. I weren't that guy.
Hey, times have changed, son.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you
Well,
are
so
spitting lyrics like
Yeah,
no
you
man.
know, you know. Yeah.
What's your version on the huddle then? Do you like it? I think you
Each
agree
their-
with me.
each their-
Each to their own. I don't care.
I don't really care, but it's
I
just
don't
like
really care. Like,
yeah, I don't really care, but I think you are putting pressure on yourself to do something like that.
yeah, if
That,
you're
doing it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
doing that is
Yeah.
an unnecessary. We've had an unnecessary fracas because they want to do it over the ball. The rules are you're not allowed to do it over the ball. That's the ref's area, and it looks like you're
honest.
ganging up on him.
Be honest, like we're never going to know unless someone goes and speaks to the players. But I would say, back in our day, if we had to do that, we'd be thinking, "Oh, mate, why are we doing this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't get my head round that them players are buying into they want to do that.
This is
Yeah.
making
I
me feel
can't.
like players are turning into robots.
Yeah.
There was a little computer glitch there.
I'd be going into the ref.
It's like, ref, are you not going to move?
I
All
think
right,
if
we'll go
I
to
if
the
I'm
side
the
of you.
captain, you'd have if the lads are thinking, they've got to go up to him and go.
I'd be
"Mate,
poking
we're
the ref
thinking
and
a
all
little
that."
bit like we shouldn't be doing this. We just go
Yeah,
and do it.
so do it on another part of the
Penalty
pitch.
spot, do it on a penalty spot or something.
That's it.
Yeah, but these lads are different. They might, they might like all this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing: they got opened up by Newcastle by one pass.
They did.
Absolutely shocking.
There was no unity there. There was
Sorry,
there
but
was no
it was,
unity.
wasn't it?
There was no unity there. Though.
So, Joe, you've been very vocal on the group. You think Chelsea have got more to worry about than the huddle.
Yeah.
You've got quite a lot to say, so let's hear it.
All right. Well, build me up a little bit. You know what I mean? Well, listen. Obviously, being a Chelsea fan
Yeah, season ticket holder.
and they're very expensive as well. There's no haircuts for ex-players. I paid a full whack.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which annoys me greatly.
Why? You get everything else in your life for free. Just contribute to your club.
Oh, he's come
You know
to you
what I
there,
mean?
by the way.
You done me there. You done me there.
You couldn't say
Yeah,
that.
no one's going, oh yeah, he needs to. Yeah. I pay my way. Anyway, both my sons love Chelsea, but they I'm talking. They listen to everything on Chelsea, and the fans, and you live in Chelsea, right? So you're very close to it. And I've been very measured because I just want to the fans are not happy since the takeover.
Yeah.
They spent 1.5 billion. They've posted massive losses. There's nearly 4 years into a 5-year plan. Looks like, barring a miracle, they're going out in the Champions League. We need to talk about the strategy, the plan, and where the club's going. This model where it's buy young, develop, put value on, and
Is it buy and sell? Is it a buy and sell?
Well, that's what it sounded like to me. But I thought to myself, it sounds like that. But they're thinking, if you buy a player at 21 and you buy loads of players at 21, by 25, they're going to be coming into their prime. And the average age for a Premier League winning side is 27, right? So you're thinking, logically, buy them at 21, 22, 23, keep them all, put them on 7-year contracts. By the time they're 12 and 27, average age, they'll all be developed. It just seems too data-driven, too structured, and, without all the nuance of...
A championship manager.
Without all the nuance of what's needed to develop and learn... And having senior players, how important that is, how important the culture is, how important the, having the fans on side, right? So, all of that being said, we're coming up to the 4th of the 5th year of the master plan, and I said at the start of the season, I can get with everything where, because you have to remember, Roman Abramovich come out of Chelsea. And for all of the chaos that there was there, it was always a North Star in the sense that Chelsea were going to buy the best players and try and get the best managers, and they're going to try and win every trophy. And when you lost any games, managers are gone, players are gone, and we're going to change it. Everyone knew what was going to happen. They've come in and gone, right, this isn't the way we can operate. We're going to try this two structure. We're going to need a long-term plan, right? So the first alarm bells start ringing to me was the amount of managers that have been sacked, because that suggests to me that that's not long term. It can't be long-term thinking. If it's long-term thinking, you stick with a manager. So there's big, massive turnover of managers, and then the players that have come in. I look at some of these names, and you've got players that I think of. Cole Palmer, 40 million. Obviously, it's worked.
Enzo,
106 million is a lot of money. Casado, 150 million. But then there's a lot of players that for various reasons, you might argue that haven't worked. But it's not so much the players that haven't worked, because
there's quite a lot, right?
There's a lot. There is a lot, right? I'm throwing things like Fofana for 10 million. Like, he's never going to,
Are these like high risks for you?
What is 33 million is high risk. If I'm spending 33 million on anything, I want it to be. It's going to work, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that does this day and age.
No, I agree, Bridgie.
33
right?
million is like 13 million.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah. So. But what I'm thinking is, it's more so much, look at the players that have gone out the door. Lewis Hall, Livermore can both be in the England squad. Yeah. Mason Mount hasn't worked for Manchester United, but he was a hero at the club.
I had to balance the books.
Mark Gahey, now he's going to start for England. Conor Gallagher, to balance the books, right? So, but you're balancing the books because you're operating as a business because you want this long-term plan to work. But how long do you go down the road with this long-term plan before...
How long is the long-term
before you start going, hold on, do we need to adjust our strategy here? I feel like a broken record because every time I do a Chelsea game, I'm going, and I watch the game, and I watch the Paris game, and I know there's some super talented players there, and I'm like, it just needs a little bit of experience and nous, right? And that
when
Newcastle...
You say a little bit, you're looking at 2-3 players, you know what I mean?
And this is what I'm saying about when we're just talking about margins, yeah? Those experience that you're talking about, that is the margin. Yeah. That is like, it might even take 2 or 3 words. Yeah. To get to a young player's head, do this or do that. And they do it, and then they know how to protect.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when we used to do Young v Old?
Yeah.
Just
a lot of the experienced teams won all the time, didn't they? Young v Old at the end of training session. It was always the experienced teams that were winning.
No legs, but just knew where to stand and how to manipulate the player you're playing against.
And I say this, I think I've said this before. I played a game once in front of Stuart Pearce when I was at West Ham. I was playing left midfield with a 4 and he was playing left back. And in that 90 minutes was probably 18 months worth of great coaching in terms of he taught me through the game, put me in the right positions, right? Now, you can't just don't think that happens on a football pitch, right? In the heat of the battle. And I look at the Paris Saint-Germain game, right? The boys played brilliantly.
They did.
Right?
Yeah, they did well.
Right? And even at 3-2 down, in your heat of the battle, someone's got to understand this is a good result. This is a good result in Paris. Yeah. If we lose 3-2...
I just didn't get why he took them 2 off.
Well, listen, I don't blame...
Well, he's a young manager as well.
I don't blame Liam. We like Liam and we think he's talented. Yeah. I don't blame him. Listen, we're in this... We're on this this job. I think he got that wrong.
Yeah.
I think he got that wrong, and maybe he might.
It's easy to say.
You know, no one's going to get it right, but I think the more thing is the structure of this strategy that that Clear Lake are going for and what they're doing. Right? At what point do they all sit there and go, do we need to tweak this a little bit? Do we need because we ain't where we're supposed. There's no way you can tell me when they come in on day one that we're going to we're going to do this 5-year plan. We're going to go through 5 or 6 managers with all of them payoffs.
They've already tweaked it.
Yeah,
because of how many managers they've got through, so they've already tweaked it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, so they, but what point did stubbornness or, you know, and you go, right, let's try and get somebody else in the door who maybe have a different view, you know, something's not right, because I said on the 4th or 5th years, if we're going to be challenging 5-year, which Chelsea should be spending that money, on the 4th year we should be comfortably getting into the Champions League, and whatever happens from now to the end of the season, even if Chelsea get into the Champions League positions, it's not going to be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a decision here and there. Do you know what I mean? And Manchester United are getting their act together. Aston Villa are doing their thing. Aston Villa are having a go. I know
Liverpool are going to be...
Not at the moment, they're not.
No, but what I'm saying is, Bridgie, like...
Everyone's going to catch up.
Arsenal...
And then you're seeing yourself maybe not getting into Europe because you're not doing...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You ain't made the necessary tweaks that's needed.
Yeah, I mean...
So it's gonna get tougher. The Premier League's going to get tougher. Even the teams that you'd think that's not there now will get better too. Yeah,
there's 2 things that are happening here, right? All the great football clubs have been, which have over the last 25 years have had to become businesses, right? But the ones like Arsenal are built from football pitch outwards. Mikel Arteta will go, right, what do we need, right? And then everything gets built around that. Yep. Liverpool done the same with Klopp. Man City done the same with Guardiola and Berenstein. And obviously Fergie, Wenger, right? Yeah. I think Chelsea's is it looks like from the outside, as a fan and as an ex-player, it looks like it's business first and the football comes secondary. And the fans know that. The fans, that's what they feel.
Sounds like Tottenham.
Sounds like Spurs. You don't want to go down that path.
That's a path I don't want to go down.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? But especially with all the jibes I've been giving to Tottenham, there's a lot of arrows will be coming back to me from North London at some point. So, listen, I can always emigrate.
You've got one right on your doorstep.
Yeah, I know, man.
He's waiting.
I know. I can see him, the bear over there, sharpening
his tools.
Don't worry, man. Igor trapdoor or something. Was that a rant? Was it?
Very measured rant.
I don't like to. I don't like to.
Well, if they don't,
I don't like it to be personal.
Well, if they don't answer your phone calls, Coley, this is the only way you're going to get to them.
You ain't on their next pre-season tour.
Probably not. Listen. What I would say is, right, with all football clubs and all owners, right, you don't own them. You're just the leaseholder. The clubs at every football club are owned by the fans. You know, you're just there to manage it.
A lot of
while
fans
you're
are getting
there.
fed up.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's.
Got to listen to the fans.
Please listen to the fans.
The fans know.
I don't know. I get battered by quite a lot of them.
But the fans are no mugs. They know what they're doing. They're talking about. So you gotta introduce them into your way of thinking and be clear. That's all it is. Be clear. This is what we're doing. It might change on the way. It might change. It might even get to a point where
sound like a politician.
Yeah, but it's true though. Oh mate, I was listening to talking about politics. Yeah.
Oh no.
I was listening to Keir Starmer yesterday. It's funny, man. You could be in that House of Commons, you know.
Well, don't put me in there.
Order in the courts.
All their,
be in there. You
with their wigs on.
Yeah,
all that.
You'll get voted in.
You get voted in. You'll be like,
mate, I'll be voted straight out. Trust me. Right, we'll put that to bed now. There's a massive European week coming up. But before that, you've had a different away day, Coley. And the people have spoken. They want to know if you've been on any trains.
I was on a train.
Oh, no. How many? One train?
Do you want me to tell you a story again? Hilarious. All right, so I ordered a driver. So I work TalkSport. I've done TalkSport on Wednesday and Thursday. Jamie O'Hara is really ill. All of a sudden, he was going through it. Did you see some of the clips? He was going through it with Jason Cundy anyway.
Yeah.
So I filled in for him on the Wednesday and the Thursday.
Right.
On the Friday, I'd already planned to go to Cheltenham. So I stayed in a hotel on the Thursday. I got someone to try and pick me up. So I was going to get a driver all the way to Cheltenham because I got offered to go to the Gold Cup.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Mate, I was ringing my driver at 7:30. No answer. 8 o'clock comes. No answer. I'm at London Bridge right now. I said, you know what? The train's coming at me. I've done this before. I'm comfortable, right? I did think of you lot when I was talking about the trains again. I didn't want to tell you I was on the train because I knew this would come up. Train spot. Anyway, get to London Bridge. I thought the train was going to go straight from King's Cross all the way up to Cheltenham, but I had to get to Paddington. So London Bridge, Paddington, all the way up.
Okay.
And I got there in the end, and it was.
Did you have a good day?
I had a great day.
But you didn't have a bet. You didn't have a bet.
No.
No?
I didn't have a bet. But
Hey, is that the first time you've done Cheltenham?
no, three times.
Oh,
And
veteran.
you've never had a bet there at all?
I done the last two.
Yeah.
I didn't do this one for some reason.
Did you win last
I was
time?
just talking. Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Twice. Yeah.
Mate, if you're winning twice, you've got to carry on betting. If you're on a
Yeah,
streak,
but
mate.
obviously that's not on my radar.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I only do it.
I'm not
just
a massive
like,
horse race
I'm not.
better. or
I
anything
like
that.
Cheltenham's all right, but I prefer the summer meets where I'm not like you said. I like to go there, have a little bet, and I prefer
I
the
like to have a
flats.
little bet on the outsider.
Yeah. I'm not a
Not
big
too
punter.
big, just
yeah.
a little one. And hopefully it comes in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but there was a great day out.
But beer, good.
Yeah, loads of beer.
Yeah.
Loads of beer. Can't you tell?
Right. European football.
Yeah.
A dreadful, dreadful week for English clubs. We was walking into Europe like we just had the Staying Alive theme tune.
Yeah.
We were going to walk through this. So confident. White suits on. 6 Champions League matches, no wins, right?
Well,
The Premier League had 6 out of the top 16 teams in the Champions League group stage. And we just got parked up. And also in the Europa League. The only team that really was Villa, wasn't it? Villa got a win. Everyone else, Forest got
Surprising
beat at
'cause they've
home.
been having one as well.
Yeah, it's
yeah, it's just one of those. I think it might just be one of those weeks
yeah.
where
No,
it's just gone all.
But people do
Wonky.
people say, is the Premier League as good as what everyone thinks it is?
I think it
that's-
is.
But you say it is, but we battered it a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah.
Really, a lot of people have battered it in the way it's played.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
think
watched, have you watched any
a
other
league as a
leagues?
whole, but
Have you
I've
watched
watched
any
other
other
leagues.
leagues? I watched the Bundesliga,
Yeah.
and it's quite exciting.
Yeah.
And it's end to end.
Yeah.
It's not as stiff as the Premier League.
Yeah.
Just at this moment. I think. Do you know what I think,
Also-
Coley? I think this. Can I just?
Go on, okay.
I think there's too many games. Yeah. And the reason why, because I think, and they're adding on games as well. So take Cole Palmer for instance, right? Cole Palmer. He ain't had a rest for 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
he's been injured though.
But I know, but that's why he was injured. He's just
Yeah.
always thinking about football, and on top of that, Saka. Then you got
Yeah.
all these. They're playing a lot of football.
Intensity.
Intensity. Do you know what I mean? And on top of that, when I look at the whole scenario too, with the quality probably going down, it's because of that. You got loads of
Yeah.
games. So I've got a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone get Infantino on the line, please.
No, it's not. This is for domestic.
Domestic. Okay.
I say Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not less teams.
No. Premier League. See, like the League Cup competition.
Yeah.
If you're not in Europe, you shouldn't be playing in it
If you're
for the League Cup.
If
the
you're
League
in
Cup-
Europe, you
so
shouldn't-
Carabao Cup. Yeah.
If you're
in
in Europe-
Europe, you don't play.
okay.
You're not in the competition. And if
Okay.
you are, if you're not in it, you play like go on as normal. But if you're in Europe, you don't have to play.
That's radical, but it's. I can see where your logic's coming from.
Because it's less games. It's just less because they've got
There's
loads of games.
There's definitely.
And it gives more opportunity for somebody that's a lesser team to get into Europe.
Yeah.
That's
So
when
if
you
they
have a
win it-
squad and you rotate players though.
Hold on. You're right, Bridgie. So what we're saying is, the Premier League, we feel the quality has come down slightly, but what we're saying is the reason for it's coming unstuck in March is
I don't know if it's the quality, it's
intensity.
the way it's played, I'd say.
The intensity. The intensity.
Remember, Premier League's fast and furious. It's always now it's a little bit more slowed down. And
I think you're right. The intensity. I
Yeah,
still think that we've got the best
and
teams.
sports science has got something to do with it as
Yeah,
well.
but if
Because
you-
whenever a player gets into the red zone because of his body, he's going to get injured now. They take him off, or they don't play the next game. Or look, we didn't see Salah yesterday.
Yeah.
We didn't see Ekatike starting yesterday.
Yeah.
That's because there's so many games,
Yeah.
and they're thinking about saving them for. Do you know what I mean? So I think there might be something in that where, like the League Cup competition or something has to go
But
for the top teams.
I'm also like the games they were playing, mate. They're tough games. Like I picked City to beat Real Madrid, but that could go either way.
That's true.
PSG beating Chelsea. I know the way they did it, but
Yeah.
Chelsea were in the game.
Yeah.
Liverpool was a tough game for them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
ain't
away
easy
from
place
them.
to
Yeah,
go.
they're all tough
they're
games.
They're all tough games.
They're all tough games.
All of them.
Okay then. All right. We'll just have a quick one. We'll just have a run through now. Let's go through who we think's going to go
progress.
through. Right. Chelsea and PSG.
I've seen Chelsea work miracles before, but I don't know if they've got a miracle worker in their team at the moment.
Anything's possible, but it's a tough ask. So no.
I agree. Anything's possible,
Yeah.
but you've got to say PSG. Arsenal. We've let
Yeah.
Arsenal go through, so that's one
Yeah.
team. Liverpool at home to Galatasaray.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I think yes, they go through.
I think yes.
I think yes.
Yeah, but it's a tough one.
It's tough, but I
Yeah.
think yes.
Okay.
Man City.
You'd say no, but they've got a chance.
They've got a
but-
chance. I think
Yeah.
Man City will come back and draw. It'll be a very exciting game, but then I could be wrong. So
They've got more chance than Chelsea, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
agree
they
with that.
have
I
the
agree with
players
that.
and they know what they're doing in that league.
Yeah, I agree with that. Newcastle at Barca.
They've got a chance.
I don't think
At
they'll do
Barca?
it. At Barca. mate.
Nah, you can.
Yeah.
Nah,
No.
Hey, mate, do you know, they might grind one out, you know?
you're optimistic.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going against you two.
Yeah. Who's the other one? Anyone else? Spurs. Oh yeah.
Maybe. They got a chance.
They're going to win it.
That is a big
I'll
one.
tell you what, I don't think
fan
they've got a chance, but after the weekend, they might stay up. Maybe.
No, I think they've
Maybe.
overexerted themselves.
No,
Where I've said
the
they
weekend.
weren't before, but
I think they going back to Spursy.
I think Spurs win the game.
What?
I think they win their first game. You can screenshot this. I
First
think they win
game
their first game
in
of
2026.
2026.
can we post that today?
You can do. You can do. I'm happy. I'm confident they'll beat them.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
why. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know. I know that's really. I'm
What,
not.
'cause
I'm
what
wanting to
saw-
tell you
what
why.
you saw on the weekend.
No, I just think it's bad time.
Basically,
Every week.
basically, I sat on the fence for most of the game.
Right, boys. A few predictions here for next week. Carabao Cup final, City versus Arsenal. I'm going to this game as a fan, not working, just watching, which I'm actually haven't done for a long time.
Who do you fancy?
I fancy in this particular game.
It's hard to go over your head or your heart, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know. I think Arsenal beat them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched City live,
Yeah.
and I just feel
It's a great one for
for the neutral.
the neutral.
I'm the neutral. That's why I'm
but
going.
Man City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they just know it's time.
Cup
This is
finals.
because this is the time. Because if they lose this, I think they lose all hope of winning the league. So they're gonna have to put this one to bed.
Yeah.
Then they probably think, oh,
a
we've
little
got him
dent.
here. We've got him here.
Yeah, put a
Do you
little
know what
dent
I
on
mean? And that's what we all want to see as fans. We want to
Yeah.
see that little needle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm going Man City. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans. I know you.
I'm going to make a
me.
prediction. Sorry, before we jump in, Bridgie, I'll make a prediction. I reckon there's going to be a little bit of needle and a little bit of nastiness on the benches as well. Don't know, tensions this time of year. So look out for that. What about you, Bridgie?
You calling a fight, yeah?
Man, I'm going to go with my heart head, whatever you want to say. I'm going to go City. And we know it's kind of almost over with the league and that. But I think them getting a win puts a bit more pressure on what happens
That's what I
next.
said,
And I think, wasn't there a stat someone said the other day, like there's only one team that have come back and won the league with a 9 point
this
gap
position.
from
And it
this
was
position.
City.
It was City.
Really?
So I'm living in hope.
Okay, that's a good point. Time weird derby, Newcastle versus Sunderland. Quick one, Bridgie.
0-0.
Boring. Coley?
Been called that a few times, maybe.
0-0.
0-0. What? I'm going to go with Sunderland.
Just don't try and be different.
0-0. Right.
Oh, yeah, go what he wants to go with.
He just wanted to be
Sunderland,
different.
Sunderland away win to do the double over Newcastle.
All right.
Right. Again, You can elaborate on this one if you want. I think this is the biggest game in the relegation dogfight so far this season. Spurs at home to Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
What do we think?
0-0.
What I was going to go 1-1 or 2-2. Do you know what? I've given Spurs a bit recently. I don't know. I just think they got a chance of nicking it. 2-1.
Goalie?
1-0.
Who?
Forest.
Oh.
Well, that's changed my predictions from last week. I just got a
I'm
feeling.
going 2-2. Desmond.
Boring.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Dressing Room podcast with Riggs and Murtaugh.